also something that I'm very excited about that comes out tomorrow, everybody, is The Boys. The Boys, The Boys, The Boys. And now we found out that it's coming to an end. And that leads me to our feature story of the night. Sean's like, what's tomorrow? I know, it's coming out already.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But it was announced that this R-rated Amazon Prime series is coming to an end. That's right. It's going to be ending now at five seasons. So the 4-season shot, it's starting this week. And then the 5th season they're going to make, and that will be the conclusion of All of the Boys. Now, we're still going to get some spin-offs like Gen Z, or Gen V is going to still be happening, I imagine. Gen V. Gen V. I don't know why that all messes me up. But Gen V is still going to be happening for more of those. They've been rewriting that and fixing that. But he said that this is it. Erica Kirpick, as I say his name? He came forward and said, guys, this is it. We are going to do 5, and that'll be that. We're wrapping up, and that season 4 will actually start tying into the end. So you'll start seeing the breadcrumbs of the end coming with Homelander and everything else. And are they going to fucking kill Homelander? I'm guessing that's what they're going to be. They probably have to kill Homelander, right? I mean, I can't imagine. I know, play with the boys.
Seamless, so clean.
They got to be killing Homelander, I think. I think that's it. What do you think, Sean? Is that they going to kill Homelander off, and is that going to wrap it all up? And we're going to have the breadcrumbs of that in this season? And you think that 5 is good for the boys and being done?
I got to plead the 5th because I read it and I know how it ends.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like,
are they going to follow that though? Have they been following it?
No, they've been doing their own thing, but there's definitely like some of the major plot points are taken. It's a pretty faithful adaptation when you get down to it, but it's definitely through that lens of, The Boys, when that came out, was a reflection of modern day comics at that time. And then this Boys is more of an adaptation of the Marvel DCEU kind of era of superheroes. So obviously they've updated that stuff a little bit, but the breadcrumbs of how the whole story ends has been there since season 1. I'd be not surprised if we see some major deaths in this season. I completely forgot that it comes out tomorrow. But they've done great things with this. And again, I am someone that doesn't want something to have 20,000 seasons if the quality drops off after 4 or 5. Like, let it be contained, let it be a great thing, and that's fine. And I think a show like Gen V also explored some different kind of takes on it. There's a lot left to tell of the boys' story. A lot will have to happen this season and next for it to wrap up, let's say, just cleanly. And I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see if they pull it off. I can't say too much with spoiling it. I really don't want to spoil it because it's a good fucking twist. It's a good fucking story. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I hope they do right by the fans and that the ending is very fulfilling. Because again, sometimes they rush these things, but at least they have another whole season and they must have some good plans in order to be like, okay, we're gonna do one more and we'll wrap it up. And I know it's great.
Yeah. Just the fact that they have a plan for it. They're sticking to it. Let the studios meddle if they want in some other thing or give them another spin-off that tells different stories. That's fine. Again, like what they did with the animated take on the boys, the Diabolical, right? That was interesting. Again, anthology, little different kind of like takes here and there, little like side stories, character stories. Those are great. We could have more of that. I'd be fine for that. The Gen V of it all. Again, there's so much there. The boys comic book story was even expanded just a couple years ago with the Dear Becky miniseries. So again, there's still plenty of there to pull from. I don't see it going away anytime soon. It's not Dear Martha, it's Dear Becky.
It should be Dear Martha.
It might be Dear Martha. There's still time. There's still time to change it. There's still time to change it.
Mark's mom.
What's it Sorry. All right.
Mark, are you bummed about this ending, Mark? Do you think this is going to be good to end at 5 seasons?
I'm very much on team. I love it when they just have a complete series. They don't drag it on. It doesn't feel like a cash grab because they're always like they're turning down money essentially. So I think it's cool when shows do that. It just has like a bit of artistic integrity. And to be fair, it is, and I love the show, but it is already kind of starting to wear on me. It's been like kind of 3 seasons and not a lot has really happened. It's kind have been
It was
3
slow.
seasons
Yeah,
them
I fear
attempting
you.
to go after. It's been small little character things, but ultimately it's been a very slow moving kind of like actual plot. And so they couldn't keep doing that. They have to make some major shifts. And I think one more season is perfect. The actors are also aging and getting more popular and stuff. It feels right. It feels like the perfect amount of time, a perfectly like, people don't have DVD box sets, but like it's the perfect chunk of like, a little collection of just a show you can kind of binge every now and then, and it's not too long and doesn't have like, oh, but skip season 7. You know what I mean? I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Oh, and also I know how it ends too. I mean, I know how the comic ends, and without spoilers, I'm excited to see what they do because without saying anything, one of the aspects of how the comic ends, they seem to kind of do something with it early on, and I don't know. It seems like they kind of can't right now. So I'm gonna see if they reverse engineer it or bring it back without going into details about. But it seems like they kind of can't end it how they did in the comics with some of the things that have happened in the show. So I'm curious to see what they do.
There's a lot that still has to happen with that core group to even get to that point where we are at the end of the book. There's a ton there. So
there's hints of it. There's hints of it already.
I can't say anything.
Yeah, I mean, so there were. I'll say it like that. There were some hints.
And like Butcher, I know Butcher's gonna have to die. I just feel like
right. Yeah, they put that ticking clock of the cancer in his brain or whatever from taking all the super drugs. You know, we knew that's going to kind of probably escalate some stuff too, but.
And if you haven't watched it out there in the chat, like check it out. It's just fun. It's like it's graphic, it's intense. It's Homelander's performance is amazing overall. I still think he is such a fantastic fucking job.
He's great. Yeah. I hope that guy
most hateable guy on TV right now.
Really is.
Yeah, he's the what were they calling him? The what's that shitty little Lannister boy, the boy king that everyone hated?
Joffrey.
Joffrey.
Yeah,
he's the Joffrey for like 5 or 8 years.
For this new generation.
For this new generation. Congratulations. But no, he's been
his character's out in Mortal Kombat, right? His Mortal Kombat character dropped a week ago.
Oh,
too. It's not voiced by him. Yeah.
Wow.
You can see all the fatalities that are inspired by the show and stuff too.
Mike, how you feeling about this? You feeling like this is a good ending for the boys, or do you think that they should keep going until season 10, 2015? What do you think?
I'm with both of these guys, Brian. My maxim concerning Hollywood is you don't turn off the money machine. So when someone like Mark said, you're essentially turning down money. Like that just reeks of artistic integrity, and I think that the audience is better off for it, honestly. Just because that's how stories work. Stories have beginnings and endings. You don't just have a beginning and a middle, and then you just keep sucking money out of its decaying corpse.
Unless you're Zack Snyder.
Unless you're Zack Snyder, exactly. So what I'm interested in, Brian, is because I know that Seth Rogen had the rights to this property for years before he was able to really start developing it. And we know that he likes these crunchy, weird comic book properties. It's like that the crunchy, chunky milk that Homelander is enjoying there. So I think he's probably he's impatient. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got another one of these really quirky series that he wants to do some production on. Because this is like, to me, this is the peak of American TV in the last 5 years. Easy, most interesting and different thing that I've seen on TV in quite a while.
You're damn right.
Yeah. I agree too, Mike, and I think maybe he has something else that's up the in the works. You're right. There might be something else he's trying to think of, and that's the thing. The boys' world is not gonna end. And I could see some of these characters actually maybe some crossover stuff down the line, like Gen V had that too. Homelander was in there, so maybe there'll be some stuff where some of these characters still exist if they don't all die. That's the one thing. Or maybe like the new generation will continue with this Gen V. We'll have a new the new group of superheroes, but we don't need to go too far into it. I don't think. I think this is just, it's been like a magical thing on its own. Let's let it be that. Let's wrap it up nice and then let it stand where it should in film history as opposed to dragging it on for too long. So I think this is good. 5 seasons, 5 and done. It's a good number and we're out. Amazon wrap that some bitch up. And then, bringing us some new content from there. But The Boys, check it out, everybody. It's fucking fantastic still.
It is good.
And it starts this new season. It's dropping this week, dropping tomorrow. So can't wait for it. I think they dropped 3 episodes and then every week after that. So it's fucking great.
That's great.
Did they say they are dropping 3?
Yeah. Yeah. They're same standard. Yeah.
That's great.
Which I just freaking love that. I just love that. It's like, that gives you like a nice little chunk of the season to dive into, get you hooked. I know Disney did that they do that. Everybody does that these days now. It seems like Disney did 2.
Disney did like 2, right?
2.
Like I think
Yeah,
they started
for
with the WandaVision or something, and then I think a few others after that, and Acolyte too. Yeah, I think they dropped like 1 or 2.
Yeah, they dropped 2, and then the internet went crazy.
Yeah, it really gets the like the candle burning when you have more than one to kind of sink your teeth into. You know what I mean? You can live in that world a bit longer.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like a snack.
No, it feels like a fantastic meal of food.
Dessert. Like that milk.
Oh, that chunky milk.